Now, I bet you'll never guess what the store was having a sale on this week. That's right, friends. They were having a sale on already sliced up pork belly. That way, they had it labeled for burnt ends, and I had just asked my wife, hey, what are you wanting to eat this week? And she said, I don't really care. I just want some meat. And, we haven't had pork belly in quite some time, ever since you did that for Denise. And I would like some pork belly, and I was like, well, I've already done that pork belly video, but I'll tell you what I haven't done. I haven't done a burnt ends pork belly video in quite some time, and I think it's going to be about that time that we do one. But yeah, we cut them up in about 1-inch cube little squares. Some of them going to be a little bit bigger, some are going to be a little bit smaller, but that is perfectly a-okay. But yeah, hopefully you're having a great, wonderful day out there in the wasteland. My, I am loving this update that we have going on with building, some combat changes. I'm absolutely positively enjoying myself, but hopefully you are as well enjoying your time in the wasteland. But my Atlanta, this pork belly is looking absolutely amazing. And what we're going to be doing, we are going to be seasoning all of this up inside of this kind of container, kind of doing a little, Dale shake and bake, little Ricky Bobby action that we've done once before in the past. Now, I tried to put these in the freezer just a little bit, not too much, before to firm them up, and some of them definitely took a little bit better to the cold than others. Others did not get as cold as, honestly, this one does not need to be cut because it's already small enough. As I'm going to try to keep everything relatively like same size as it goes. But yeah, I definitely bought a little bit of pork belly. I probably didn't need to buy this much pork belly, but when you're at the store and they're running a sale, I couldn't help myself. I genuinely could not help myself. And if you notice, like, that one took the cold a lot better. Look at how much easier it is to cut through than those right there. But that's why you kind of want to like chill your meat. That way it's a little bit easier to cut. And I guess it's kind of, honestly, I'm thinking about it. It may be that the fat took the cold a little bit better, because that's, these that are cutting really easy and feel a little bit colder have the more fat content on them. So maybe that has something to do with it right there. Maybe you'll think of me. I don't know. We'll see. But let's move you over there, That way we can get these. Then I can wash the heckin' hands, and we can get some heckin' seasoning going on. Because I just realized that in looking at how much space we have left in this container, there's not a lot of space left. So I may have to individually season everything. So we won't sit here the entire time seasoning everything. But I will let you somewhat pick out what seasoning that I'm using. I'm thinking, let's see. I'm thinking like some competition rub. Yeah, you think the same thing? Okay, chat. Okay. So competition rub. We've been on a hardcore carnivore black for a minute. But I'm thinking, ooh. All right, now hold on a second. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me what you think about this choice. Tell me. Because I'm genuinely almost out of competition rub. But what about some? Okay. Hold up a second. We're working with something here. All right. So we're kind of out of competition. But what about some red hardcore carnivore? A little bit of rib rub, and just a little dash of Blanco on the side. So let me get some of this seasoned up, and I'll show you what it's looking like. Now we're coming in here at first with this Hardcore Carnivore Red. It is a general purpose season. I absolutely love it. It does kind of remind me of the competition blend. Then come over here with some Dave's rubbing. I didn't shake it up. I was like, wait, I didn't shake it up. It definitely, if you have a little bit of humidity in there, this definitely seems to clump up a little bit. So make sure to pay attention to that. But yeah, Dave's rib rub. And then we're gonna come over with a little bit of Blanco. And I love this meat church stuff. I don't care what you're like a fan of or anything like that, but my Lanta, the like Dave's meat church and everything, it is so damn good. Now, I'm gonna make sure to get as much of each side as I possibly can, but there's no way that on all of this meat in the time frame that I gave myself this morning, because I did not realize how much meat I had until I was into here. We're just going to kind of get through everything, kind of shake it up in a different container, and that way we can get as much size. Actually, you know what? I can kind of do this. Ooh, I just thought about something. I can kind of flip everything over and then kind of season as I go. So yeah, actually I'll be able to get pretty much every single side of this. But yeah, that is the seasoning that we are going to be using on these burnt ends. We're going to let them sit in for about 4 to 5 hours while we stream and get some video edits ready for the day. But yeah, oh my God, I am so excited to see how all of this kind of like turns out. Oh, I don't know about you, but I love, absolutely love burnt ends. I don't know what it is about them. Maybe it's the fat content, maybe it's the pork taste that comes through. And that's the thing. I don't want to add too much seasoning and get away from that just natural pork flavor, because I love that natural flavor. But yeah, sit back, relax, and I'll show you what it's looking like when it's time to put it on the grill. Now, I had a lot of pork belly to put on the grill, so not to spend a lot of time of just showing you putting some meat on the grill. This is what we're working with the pork belly, as well as some green bell peppers, some jalapenos, and some onions. And you see, I've got it with a little bit of beef tallow right in here, but also any of the drippings that come down from this side will be landing into this vegetable mix, and I cannot wait to see how that tastes. But yeah, we're gonna be rocking at 225 degrees with pecan wood for about 4 to 5 hours. And it's about time for me to cut the grass. So I'll see you back here when the grass is cut and it's time to check in on this pork belly. Now the grass is cut, I've got my news video done, and Frugan and I just got done with the 4th episode of the podcast. And I gotta tell y'all something. It's been a little bit longer than 2 hours. It's been roughly about three and a half hours, and got something to tell you. They're done. Absolutely, positively, everything is looking absolutely wonderful. Just get in here, show you a little bit of a temp right there at 200 degrees. Then going in on this side right here, right there at 201, roughly, going down a little bit because we're in a bit of a fat. And then down here, we'll just go a little bit right around. No, come on now, not that. Come on now. Kind of go, there we go. Sometimes these thermometers, it's a little weird, but 185. So between 185 and 200, I'm absolutely down with that. And y'all, I just want you to take a gander. These on the bottom, they're definitely not as done as far as coloring on the outside of them, but my Lanta, this is looking wonderful. Oh man. Okay. It's a little warm, but you know, I'm right there with you. That's so damn good. But this is one from the second row. And as you can see, it's a little bit browner because you got to think about it. The heat goes up, over, and down. So these are going to be exposed to more heat, a little bit less heat, and less heat because the flute is underneath where this tray is. And so the ones down here are going to be exposed to a little bit less heat. Oh God, hot. I just want to do like a little cross bite. I can't wait to have better lighting so it's not as like bright on this piece of meat right there. There you go. Now you can see a lot better. I don't know why the iPhone likes to like do that right there, but yeah. I told my boy, I told my wife, I was like, these are looking bad. You probably don't want any, but this is what the top row is kind of looking like. We'll give you a quick little glance. Let me, hot. Yeah, there you go. There you go, look at that. It's so daggum good. Hold on a second. I just didn't think about this. Now let's grab it where it's not where I'm putting greasy hands on this, because I gotta take this gimbal to New York City. And if you realize when this video is being filmed, it's been filmed after I got flown up to New York City, and this is kind of one reason why I got so much meat, so the wife does not have to cook much while I am in New York City. Oh my God. Oh my Lanta. I'm kind of jealous. I'm kind of jealous that she is going to be eating on pork belly all daggum weekend. I need to take my thumbnail photo, but y'all, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to sit down, watch this video. Hopefully I didn't make you too hungry. Y'all have a great, wonderful day out there in the wasteland. Peace. Love you.